Know this day and take it unto your heart that God is mighty and just. He's the Lord of the heavens above, and upon the earth below there is none other. A verse in Deuteronomy and Dvarim. What does it mean to take to heart? That we need to know very clearly that there's none other. What are we? We're going to think that there's a God in the earth below, and the waters deep down in the earth below. That we have to be cautioned. Take it into your heart. How do we understand that? Why are we being so cautioned not to believe in other gods? To understand that, we need to understand a different verse in Tehillim, Psalms. Forever, God, your word stands firm in the heavens. The Baal Shem Tov explained this, that your word stands in the heavens, meaning the words Yirakia b'sei chamayim, which is one of the 10 statements that are made at the beginning of the book of Genesis. Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters. Meaning those very words stand firmly forever in the firmament of heaven. They're there, clothed, those very words within the heavens to give it existence, to give it life. And that's what it means, that the word of God stands firm forever. That it is there. Meaning that if it were to depart, the word of God in the heavens above, meaning the very letters that make up the words, then everything would return to its original source from where it came from. And what is that? Well, before creation, what was there? Nothing. No thing. It wasn't a thing at all. Just God. Right. In that sense, absolute nothingness. That's what there was. To such a degree that like it never existed. Now, that's not just about the heavens above, but all created things in the spiritual realm above, in the physical world down here, right? Even if it's a complete inanimate object, all of it are the letters of the 10 utterances that were used by God in the 6 days of creation. That if those letters make up the words were to depart for an instant, just for an instant, that thing becomes no thing. It reverts to nothingness, absolute nothingness as it was before the 6 days of creation. And this is the thought, the teachings of the Arizal. So first we began with the teachings or a verse in Psalms from King David. The Baal Shem Tov elaborates on that verse, that the word of God is what gives vitality, gives existence to the firmament, the heavens above. And then that is of all things. It is the very words that animate and give it life. Now the Arizal explains that even an inanimate object like a stone or earth or water, whatever it be, has a soul. It has a spiritual life to it. And where does that spiritual life come from? Once again, the 10 utterances that animate all of existence, that is in the very beginning of the book of Genesis, enabling everything in creation to come out of a state of nothingness, meaning before creation, there wasn't a an amoeba. There wasn't a mustard seed. Because that's a something. That's already a something. That from there came something else. No, 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 no. There's nothing. No thing. So now that word that God expresses enables everything in creation, in the 6 days of creation, to become a thing. Right? To become a creation. That's a very powerful idea of the Word of God that animates and brings into existence. And again, coming from a state of nothing to something, which we have no inkling of what that is, because our experience, the human condition, is that we have a something, and from a something we get a something else. We can have energy that becomes matter, we have matter that can become energy, but they both are a something. To start with, no thing, not darkness, because darkness is still a something, not a dark hole, a black hole. Not a black hole is also a something. It's exactly that, a black hole. But we're talking about that it's starting with no thing at all, because before there was a thing, there was just but God that is beyond anything. And God is not a thing. And therefore it is the very word of God from the 10 utterances that we have in the book of Genesis that brings from a state of nothingness into a state of existence of something.